During the last graduation season, a friend of mine asked me to prepare a message for the ceremony of a progressive liberal arts college. He specifically asked me to give it to them straight, the kind of advice they were probably unlikely to hear elsewhere. So today, I will share a little bit of that message with you. I think that you will find that there are probably messages in here that we all need to be reminded of, and probably often. Here's what I said. I come here today in love, but probably not the type of love that you're used to. I've been asked to give you some straight talk life advice. Most people, even those people who love and care for you the most, well, most especially those people, they won't have this hard conversation with you. Why? Well, most often it is because they are too close to the trees. They're too close to you. They are too overwhelmed by how much they love you and how much you mean to their life. And they want to protect you with all their heart and might. And that overrides the impulse to push you out into the darkness, the cold and often scary world, to force you to figure it out on your own, which is actually what you need for you to go through your metamorphosis, your psychological transformation, to go from adolescence finally into adulthood. It's like watching a caterpillar go through the metamorphosis process. When it forms itself into a pupa or chrysalis, then it has to go through a very difficult and arduous struggle to get out of it. If you stand by and watch, you can see the caterpillar struggling, and you want to help it. You want to save it from suffering. That's the impulse that your parents feel watching you. If they see you struggle, they want to help. They want to assist. So they step in and they cut the pupa to make it easier for you to get out in order to try to help reduce the struggle. But if you do that to a caterpillar, it will not complete the necessary development, the development it needs to transform into a butterfly, and it will die. It will never fly. You see, the struggle is required to complete transformation. So is it true for you too. For all of us, it's part of the human growth and development process. So with that in mind, here's the message that I'm here to deliver. It's over. Your intelligence, talent, good looks, or charm, that ain't gonna cut it anymore. I know that you've been told all your life, up to this point at least, how smart, beautiful, capable, witty, and awesome you are. And hey, you might be, particularly to your parents and all those around you who have been so concerned with your self-esteem and happiness. But all of that is not going to be enough anymore. In fact, most of that doesn't even matter. If you don't believe me, just look at the Forbes 400 list or Time's Most Influential People list. Most are not previous Rhodes Scholars or child prodigies, and they probably didn't win any charm and most certainly any beauty contests either. It's true, you have probably gotten to where you are now on your academic smarts, innate talents, and maybe even good looks and charm. But you are not in the protective custody of the high school grounds, the university campus, and your parents' rooftop anymore. Those attributes aren't going to matter for much out here in the wild. No, in order to survive and ultimately thrive out here, you're gonna need grit, real character, and you're gonna have to work your face off. You can no longer coast on your test cramming skills or varsity jacket. In the success world, brawn will beat beauty and brains every time. Brawn is hard work, grit, character, and relentless determination. So even if you aren't so smart or talented or charming, or if you're no pinup model, you can still make it to the top. What is consistent about those that you see on the covers of magazines, those that have climbed their way to the top of our societal totem pole? Be it a superstar entertainer, athlete, entrepreneur, actor, philanthropist, or congregation leader, it is that they have outworked, out-sacrificed, outgrew, out-improved, and out-hustled everybody else around them. Period. End of story. Full stop. And thank God for this. If brains, if background, or beauty were the deciding factors of success, hey, I wouldn't be here. I'd be sidelined. I'd be left out. There's no way I could have the life that I lead. I came from a struggling single father, lower middle class household filled with dysfunction. I was never innately talented at anything. I had to work 3 times harder than most everybody else to just get the same good grades. And being raised by a wolf, I missed charm school entirely. And just look at me, right? So yeah, thank God it doesn't come down to charm and good looks. You see, to me, this realization, this reality, that you are 100% responsible for your life was incredibly liberating and empowering to me. I hope that it is to you too. Nothing or no one determines your future. You see, before I thought you had to know the right people, that you had to have the right last name, that you had to have gone to the right schools, have the right resume or transcript, that it mattered what the economy was or who was the president. But when I realized none of that had anything to do with whether I succeeded or not, that all of it, if it was to be, was entirely and solely up to me, that I was in control, I'm telling you, wow, that was freeing. That set me free to do, to create, to become anything I wanted without excuse, no matter what. Put it this way, your life is your own damn fault. Everyone is self-made. If you are a success, you are a self-made success. If you are a failure, you are a self-made failure. If you are unhappy, you are a self-made downer. If you are positive, joyful, passion-filled, caring, and or loving, you are that by self-construction. If you are negative, gloomy, frustrated, resentful, and or bitter, you are that by your own design. You are the captain to your own ship. You chart and navigate your own course in life. No matter the wind, no matter the currents, no matter the weather, you can still sail your ship to your desired promised land. The rigging and the rudder are in your hands. All you need to do is to set a good sail. Bon voyage. So, Darren Daily friends, who do you know that might benefit from hearing the message we just covered? Maybe even, and most importantly, some parents who need to be reminded to let their kids go through the struggle of their metamorphosis without interference. Even though they are doing it out of love and an instinct of protection, they need to know that it is enduring the growth, the transition, and the development of their children. Be sure to send them today's Darren Daily, and if you agree, write #Struggle is good in the comments below.